Students and all the listeners, welcome you all on Radio Khanchi 90.4 FM, Hum Sabka Radio. Myself, Dr. Ladli Rani, today will be giving the students of botany, both of graduation and undergraduation level, a brief account on seed dormancy. My discussion will be covered under two brief discussion. In my first discussion, I will be briefing on what is dormancy, what are the causes of dormancy, what are the important types of dormancy. Now, let us start with dormancy. We know that the plant kingdom, which comprises of a huge number of plants, diversity of plants, are generally divided into two main groups. One is the cryptogamous and the other is the phanerogamous. Among the phanerogamous, an important plant with most diverse group are the angiospermic plant. The defined feature of this group is the presence of well-developed seed. Seed is one of the wonder of nature in which in small package all the essentials of a mature plant are present. Seed is a special and highly adaptive structure. Evolution of seed habit has been a key factor in the adaptation of the plants from aquatic to the truly terrestrial habit. Now, why we are studying about the seeds? And then we will come to the point that what is seed dormancy? Now, the seed provides the survival of the plant through hostile and unfavorable environmental conditions. It generally perinates in the form of the dormant propagules, especially dormant propagules suspending all its vital activities temporarily under unfavorable conditions. Now, when the seed or during the perination period, when the seed suspends all its activities is the time in the life of the seed when it fails to respond to the favorable environmental condition. And this is the condition of the seed in which it is not able to respond to the favorable environmental condition is known as seed dormancy. Seed, which is the characteristic features of the phanerogamous, is the fertilized mature ovary which possesses an embryonic plant, stored material, a protective seed coat. The seed possessing the above characteristic features are generally viable. That means they have the capacity, the ability to grow, to germinate if placed under favorable or suitable conditions of germination. Now, what are the important or the favorable conditions of germinations of the seed? For the seed to germinate under a particular environmental condition, it requires a definite level of moisture, it requires aeration and the nutritive media. But in certain plants, the viable seeds, the seed which has the capacity to germinate under favorable condition, are not able to germinate after harvest even if they are placed under favorable conditions of germination. Now, why do they do so? They fail to do so because of some internal factors or due to some specific requirements of the environmental factors for some period, which is very much species specific and is generally initiated during the development of the seed. During this period, the growth of the seed remains suspended and they are said to be in a state of rest or dormant stage. And the whole phenomena of the suspension of the vital activity is known as the seed dormancy. Thus, dormancy may be defined as the process of the inability of the seed to germinate under favorable condition that will normally favor its growth. Now we are acquainted with the fact that what is seed dormancy. Now, why we are studying? What is the importance? Is there any importance of this phenomena which is very much adaptive or which is a very peculiar phenomena of the seed? Now, what are the importance of the seed dormancy? The process of suspension of all the vital activities for a certain period of time is very important. Why? Because it allows the dispersal of the seeds. Dispersal of the seed is very important for the survival of a particular group or the particular species of plants. And even it is a very important phenomena for the adaptation of the seeds. Number 2 is the prevents precarious germination. Germination is a very important factor, but if it is precarious, then it will not allow the healthy germination of the seed. The stopping of germination also favors the prevention of the seed from damage and death, which may result from the short period of exposure of favorable in continuation with a long period of unfavorable environmental condition. Let us understand this, that if a seed is just after harvest, it is in the environment, the condition is favorable, then it will start germination. After germination, again the condition must be favorable for the growth and development of the plant. But if that seed after germination faces a long period of unfavorable condition, long period of unfavorable weather condition, then the plant will not able to survive and show healthy growth. Now, seed dormancy also has economic and ecological importance. What are these? These are, it protects seeds from transient herbivores. Number 2, it comes as a state of pause or state of rest in the life cycle of the plant. And now we are acquainted with what are the importance. If dormancy is not there, then what will be the consequences which the plant is or the seed of a particular species is going to face. Now let us come to the point that what are the different causes of dormancy? Why there is dormancy? Now, before dealing with the causes of dormancy, let us understand the structure of the seed. The seed in most of the species of the angiosperms have a very protective covering, that is the seed coat. And this seed coat prevents the internal organization of the seed structure or the seed organelles which is present, and prevents it from the unfavorable external environmental conditions. Now, this is the seed coat is one of the important factors which causes seed dormancy. Though there can be single or two or combined factors, number 1 is the seed coat impermeable to oxygen. Now there are in some conditions, in some species of the plant, what happens? The seed coat, which is a barrier of the seed of the seed to the external environment, though the oxygen level or the aeration is favorable, but the seed coat is impermeable to that oxygen, which does not allow the internal embryo to grow, and it causes the seed dormancy. The next condition or the next important cause is the seed coat impermeable to water. As we have already discussed that under the favorable conditions of germination, that moisture or water content is one of the important factors of germination. But in some plant species, in certain cases, the seed coat becomes impermeable to the water and does not allow the internal embryo to grow and germinate. The third important condition is the seed coat, which provides mechanical resistance to other favorable environmental conditions, which promotes the seed germination. Other important factors which causes seed dormancy are immaturity of the embryos. What happens that just after fertilization, the embryos are, in some plant species, the embryos are not mature enough to grow. In that condition, the seed undergoes a rest period and until the embryos come to its mature level to germinate further. There are certain other causes also, which includes the after ripening effect, which we will be discussing later on. Now let us come to the topic types of seed germination. In general, there are two main types of seed germination. One, the primary seed germination dormancy, and the second is the secondary seed dormancy. In primary seed dormancy, after harvest, the seeds are unable to germinate even if the favorable conditions are provided. And most of the plant species are seen to undergo the primary type of seed dormancy. The other type of seed dormancy is the secondary seed dormancy. What happens in many seeds, in the seeds of many plant species, the seeds are capable of germinating immediately after they are shed. Such seeds can, however, pass into a dormant state if placed under unfavorable environmental conditions. This type of dormancy induced by the unfavorable condition is termed as secondary dormancy. Now, what are the important causes of secondary dormancy? The important causes can be again the absence of appropriate light or the illumination, the presence of very low temperature, and high carbon dioxide concentration. Now, according to Nikoleva, who was the important person who classified the different types of seed dormancy, the seed dormancy has been classified or divided into 7 different types. Number 1 is the physiological dormancy. Number 2 is the morphological seed dormancy. Number 3, morphophysiological seed dormancy. Number 4, physical seed dormancy. Number 5, physical plus physiological seed dormancy. Number 6, chemical seed dormancy. And number 7 is the mechanical seed dormancy. Now we will come to the topic physiological seed dormancy. Now what is physiological seed dormancy? When the inhibition of the germination from the seed is in the inhibition of the seed germination is induced by the physiological mechanism of the embryo, the dormancy is said to be physiological dormancy. Now, most of the seeds exhibit physiological dormancy, and most of the seeds which possess physiological dormancy are permeable to water. And under the physiological dormancy, again there are three subtypes of seed dormancy. Number 1, non-deep physiological dormancy. Number 2 is the deep physiological dormancy, and number 3 is the intermediate physiological dormancy. Now, number 1 is the non-deep physiological dormancy. It is generally found in the seeds of weeds, many vegetables like capsicum, tomato, seeds of some garden flowers and seeds of some woody plants. Now, seeds with non-deep physiological dormancy, after their maturity, do not germinate in a particular range of environmental condition, or they require a very narrow range of temperature for their germination. Now, the intermediate physiological dormancy. It is present in the seeds of Acer species and few species of Fagus. Like in the non-deep physiological dormancy, the embryo excised from intermediate dormant seeds are, when excised, they can germinate normally. Means the embryo are not very mature, but when they will be excised, they can show the normal rate of germination. There are the number 3rd type of physiological dormancy is the deep physiological dormancy. Now, this is generally seen in the species of Malus, Prunus, etc. In this, if the embryos are excised, then what happens? They either do not grow or they produces abnormal seedlings on germination. And what happens? The plants after this type of plants after the seeds which are showing deep physiological dormancy, if they are germinated, the embryo are excised and germinated, then they generally produces dwarf plant, and this plant is known as nanism. Plants in such cases never revert to their normal size. Today we will be concluding on this and up to the physiological dormancy only. Now, till far we are now acquainted with the fact that what are seeds, what is the importance of seed, and what is dormancy, what is the importance of dormancy, what are the important causes of dormancy, and what are the different types of dormancy which we have classified, which we have undertaken under 2 headings. One is the general concept, in which there are 2 types of dormancy. One is the primary dormancy and the other is the secondary dormancy. And according to Nikolova, what is there? We have classified the dormancy into some specific types, and these are the 7 types of dormancy which we have discussed. In my next discussion, I will be dealing with the morphological dormancy and morphophysiological dormancy. I will suggest the students to consult few important books of physiology. These are they can refer the book of Salisbury and Ross, Devlin, and some Bharti Bhavan publication books, or this Tata McGraw-Hill books, and they are very important. They are good books which the students can go through. And thank you, and meet you in the next session of my dormancy.